Hi drummers, hope you're well. Right, drum fill of the week for you today. This is going to be the all-time classic drum intro of A Brick House by the Commodores. And it goes like this. So we're talking about just the fill here at the start, and I love this. I use this this sort of phrasing all over the place. I think it's lovely. It's not particularly like technical, or it's not some crazy linear pattern that goes all around the kit. But musically, I just think it's gold, man. It's absolutely lovely. The phrasing, just works so well, especially the way it cascades around the toms. It's great. So yeah, basic phrase. If we ignore the little double stroke roll at the start for the time being, the basic phrase is 1 E and a 2 E, E and a 4 E. If I played it all on the snare, it would go. As it goes around the kit, it's. I'll do that a few times, a bit more slowly. So 2 on the snare, 4 on the first tom, then a 1 semi-quaver rest, and another 1 on the first tom, and then 3 on the mid tom, and then 2 on the floor tom. One last time. So that's great, I think that's lovely. Now for me, the thing that really is the sort of best bit about it of all is that little double stroke lead in. Now this starts on the and of beat 4 in the previous bar, and it's going to be 2 rights and 2 lefts, which set up beat 1 of the main bar of groove. So main bar of groove, main bar of fill. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So let's go super slow with it, man. Obviously these are bounce doubles, right? You could technically play them as singles, I guess. Works okay. I think the double stroke roll is a really, really great sound if you can possibly do that. Let's do it a load of times. I'm going to go slow, super slow, and usual thing, man. We'll play it round and round. We'll get faster as we go. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and bit faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 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 Oh, and 2 and 3 and 4. Absolutely love it. Solid gold. And I think, you know, the way I think of a lot of these fills when you're doing that classic drum fills is stage 1 is you learn it note for note, and that's really cool. It's great to sort of pay your dues in that way. I think you hear this thing, you think, oh, that's amazing, I'll learn that. You transcribe it or learn it, look up a video and learn it. But then obviously all these are, I think, is a gateway to kind of doing your own thing with this phrasing. The reason I love the drum fill of the week thing more than anything else with the students who come here for my lessons is I just find like it just pushes my brain or our brains in some different direction. Like when drummers just sit down at the kit and they just play the thing that occurs to them, that's great and that's a really cool, valuable thing. But sometimes I think just having that little nudge, that little thing of like, oh, actually, because my brain probably wouldn't have come up with that phrase. So inputting really good quality information is so important. I say this all the time. I just think it's like in real life, right? If you want to be someone interesting, in my opinion, the best way to go about that, the biggest thing we can do to improve how interesting we are, this is just my opinion, is doing loads of different stuff and taking interest in different stuff. So reading different books, traveling, listening to different music, meeting other interesting people, you learn stuff, you learn to cook, basically just taking interest in loads of different stuff, right? And then when it's time to converse, time to interact with people, you've got stuff to say because there's loads of stuff you're into and you've been thinking about and you've been like taking in and assimilating, you know. And I think it's just like that in music. This is what I love about the Drum Fill of the Week thing. It's about taking something cool in that your brain wouldn't really think of in the first place, just off its own back, and then just kind of working with it, assimilating it, and actually, well, like I say, assimilating it. So over time, you'll be able to just come out with these ideas. These ideas will be in the sort of melting pot of things in your head. So that's the principle, I think. Taking at least one of these things in each week, working with it, playing with it, and then with a bit of repetition, that will kind of become part of your musical vocabulary. And what I like to do is just, yeah, throw these little in, almost like little references, you know, to classic tunes when you're doing your jamming, when you're doing your own creative playing. You can be totally cool, and every musician does this, to be inspired by the things that you've listened to and you love. So that's this week's one. I hope that's cool. Any questions about anything else, that or anything else, give us a shout. And thanks so much for watching. As always, please like and share these videos. I massively appreciate it, and I know loads of people do that now. I really, really appreciate that. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that already. I know there are loads of people, not least my own students who come here, who go, oh yeah, I watch all those videos, but they never subscribe. So please subscribe. That makes such a massive difference to the channel progressing and doing well. That's pressing the subscribe button. If you want to get a notification each time I upload a video, which is pretty much every day at the minute, that's certainly my plan, to do one a day. Please press the little bell icon. Your phone or whatever will beep as soon as I upload a video. And please consider supporting my channel by going to my Amazon shop, amazon.co.uk/shop/Mike Barnes Drums. That's all the cool drum stuff that I use and recommend, accessories, books, all that kind of stuff. Christmas is coming up. If you've got a loved one who plays drums, you think, oh, my little accessory for them, go on there, take a look. I'd massively appreciate that. Please follow Mike Barnes Drums on Instagram, Facebook, and now TikTok. There's loads of stuff on there. And there's going to be even more stuff on there which isn't the same as these YouTube videos. It's something different. So little 1-minute drum lessons, just things I'm into, like different drum ideas that I'm coming up with, little short things. As I say, did I say this already? 1-minute drum lessons. So please feel free to check that out if you're interested. And as well, thanks to all the lovely people who buy me a coffee on Buy Me a Coffee. That's another great way to support this channel, actually. Buy me a virtual coffee. I need coffee in this game. Keep it awake, keep going. And yeah, thanks a million as always. I just appreciate so much that you watch these videos. I hit this channel hit 8,000 subscribers over the weekend, which is amazing. And onward and upward, I'm so excited about what it's going to be. As you hopefully know, if you listen to my waffle at the end of these videos, I'm moving to a new studio real soon at the start of January. So it's going to be a whole new thing, whole new setup, and it's going to be crazy. The whole thing's going to explode. We're going to load more videos, all the things that you guys have requested, and loads more. So thanks so much for being here. All right, I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.